Are we live?
Yes, what's tea, queen?
Girl, not much. Just here, ready to read these girls.
Read the girls.
Yeah.
Welcome, you guys. Welcome back to Raina Teas, honey. You already know your weather thumping assholes. Today we're gonna be giving you girls a plate, a light reading for the kids. And if you guys are interested in having your own personal reading, you guys down in the description box to our big cartel for spell work, readings, and more. So, Miss Harena,
Yeah.
Harvest Moonchild.
Girl,
Is she
collecting.
harvesting? The girls collecting, honey. The girls' wigs are being snatched. That's right.
Yes.
That's why you girls got to get your readings, honey. Figure out what's going on next. So, let's see
Okay.
what we have for this reading. All right. Ooh, already looking at some shade here, child.
Mm.
What's going on with the girls? What is going on with these girls? Wow, a lot of
Mm.
people going on in this reading because we have some pages, we got some kings, we got some queens. So it looks like we're looking at a love triangle and possibly many other more.
Oh,
And let's
wow.
get into it. So the present position is the Queen of Chalices. Spirit is kind of telling me in looking at the rest of this reading that possibly she wants to persist in this naivety about either this relationship, this commitment, this emotional endeavor, something that she's pouring herself into. She's giving it her all, you know. So, what are you seeing with this first card, sis?
But the Queen of Chalices is emotion. Okay, it's somebody who can get lost in the emotion, get lost in a person, just want to commit and dedicate everything to this person, just give, and give of themselves to somebody who's very willing to be that wife or husband, somebody who's willing to just give all of themselves to somebody. And I don't know what continues on in the reading, but are you getting that in return? Are you
Mm,
giving yourself
there we go.
all of this, giving yourself to this person or to multiple people, and you're not getting anything back, so it's like, how much are you pouring, how much are you giving of
Mm,
yourself? So it's like, are you getting lost in the ocean of emotion? Are you grounded? So it's a lot of questions right now, since it's the first card. But it's very easy to get disoriented when you don't have any land to anchor you. So maybe this first card is saying that the person who this reading is for, you're just very involved emotionally with somebody, or you're very connected with a group of people emotionally, and yeah, like maybe you're just giving yourself too much or giving of yourself too much to these people. So that's what I'm kind of seeing.
I agree. I agree. Very good perception, sis. So, moving on to the next card, we have the Three of Swords. Okay, so it seems like there was a betrayal, there was a sense of treachery, backstabbing. This person or whatever the situation was not returning. It returned to you. If this present position card was the Queen of Chalices, then this next card is saying that when you gave of yourself, that person stabbed you in the back, or this situation stabbed you in the back, or cheated you, or um, got out of you, and it left you pretty scarred from this situation. It could also be meaning that there's a need of caution to the wind before you go headfirst into this relationship, because we still are looking at the queen who's present. She's kind of like, she's you, honey, basically, whoever this reading is for. It also could be for a man too, because sometimes men, they get lost in like the chase, or kind of like they themselves become emotionally involved when they're not able to really anchor in on what it is they want, so they believe they just have to give more and more and more. But this person or the situation is showing up in the Three of Swords has already said to you, that this person is capable, or this situation is capable of stabbing you in the back. Okay. You need to have caution to the wind, especially if you're out here dating again, or you're out here, you haven't been on the scene in a while and you're stepping back out here. With the rest of this reading, it seems like there's a lot of giving here, and the person that you're giving to, they're like looking to fuck you over, basically. We're gonna get into the rest of them, but that's,
Mm.
yeah, like that's this card coming up next is overarching like everything as well. So what are you seeing with the Three of Swords, sis?
Well, it's definitely betrayal, it's somebody just, and it might be a group of people, it might just be more than one person who hurt you. Maybe you gave yourself to this person, you gave all of yourself to this person, you trusted them with information, you trusted them with your body, and they broke your trust, they hurt you, and yeah, it's like betrayal. I mean, you said it pretty good. It's the first card, emotion, and then the second card is betrayal. So this could be a relationship, or like a lovers, or it could be friends. But it's showing like somebody who you trusted, somebody who you felt was there for you, somebody who you had feelings for, who you took care of, who you confided in, who you trusted. It
They
seems
use
like
that
they,
information to get back at you.
yeah, yeah.
They exploited that.
Mm, mm, mm,
So
mm.
the next card that I'm seeing is the Six of Pentacles. Okay. So this is another card that really speaks possibly true to your nature, person who this reading is for. There was a lot of giving here. The six shows giving and receiving, you giving to this person who didn't have as much. Maybe you let this person live with you or stay with you. They were under your care because in the Six of Pentacles is a depiction of, someone who's wealthy and they have the means. They were kind of giving to someone who didn't have as much in hopes that they would get something back. It was also like you did it just out of the good nature of yourself. But looking at the last card is kind of saying, um, well, this is the goal of destiny, this position. So I feel like you might have to watch out for this. You may have to kind of ground yourself in how much you're giving out, because it seems like when you get in these relationship situations, you like to go and overcompensate, and it shows. It definitely shows. Like it's something that's very noticeable. Maybe you could be also just showing off. Maybe you do have the coins like that to kind of put in, but ultimately, if you're going to be crying at the end of the day because of what you did, don't, it's just counterproductive. It's counterintuitive to think that doing the same thing is going to yield a different result. It's insanity.
Mm-hmm.
So with the six, this also talks about a need for balance with your coin. Maybe not doing the extra, doing the most, keep it nice, keep it simple, and weigh back a little bit and focus on saving the coins instead of just giving out, giving out, giving out is what I'm seeing. This could be with a family member too, maybe like a younger sibling, someone that's always in trouble, maybe someone that's always getting caught up with like substance abuse. And I'm just picking up on this like with spirit. And because of the next card, which I haven't even spoke on yet. But sis, what are you seeing with these Six of
With the Six
Pentacles
of
right now?
Pentacles, it can mean somebody who you've been giving yourself to, money to. Maybe it's, this person is a friend who you've been letting live with you, so a roommate, and you've been looking out for this person, and maybe you have questions about them, like, are they going to turn on you, or they have turned on you recently. Um, but for this to be the goal or destiny, I mean, it can probably symbolize that you may forgive them, or that they're gonna need you. This may be like a relative. It just seems like a cycle to me. Like I'm kind of seeing like a cycle that, because the present position is still the queen of chalices, so you still have feelings for them. So this is
Mm-hmm.
somebody who you guys be going back and forth. Betrayal. You get back with them. They need you. Once again, you're over here giving them money.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it seems like there's a cycle of dependency,
Mm-hmm.
and even like powers, like power struggle, or like, you know, power pulling, where you feel like you're in power because they depend on you, but then they end up betraying you, but then they need you for money, so then they come back, and then, you know, you might enjoy their sex, or you might enjoy their company or something, or they're just somebody who you have a long history with. So it's like y'all just keep going with this back and forth, this revolving circle of dependency and money and spending, and just yeah, it's I don't know what the rest of the cards are giving, but it's not healthy to be going through this with this person. So I feel like the Goal of Destiny is saying that, you know, they're gonna need you, or you, or you're gonna need them. They're gonna come to you, and the cycle will continue. So that's what I'm seeing with the six.
Very good. I feel like also, and I'm gonna say this with the next card coming up, it's the Page of Chalices. This might be your son, or this might be like I saw it as like a younger sibling, a younger family member, someone who you it's like it's not as clear cut and dry to just cut them off. But I think what you attempted to do after this last betrayal was kind of say to them, like, look, you're gonna have to stand on your own 2 feet if you're gonna continuously get into this trouble. You know, I'm not gonna save you every time. But it's like you kind of spoiled them because, you know, they are their parent's child. You know, I don't want to say mother's daughter or mother's son or father's daughter or son because you know, it's pretty open end here. It could also be, like I said, a relative, someone who's in a position they themselves. This is talking about the distant past. So this has been like an ongoing thing with this person, and it seems like they've been young, immature, and foolish. They do have a lot of potential. They do have, you know, an artistic endeavor. This person could be pursuing music or pursuing a dream that's not really concrete, but possibly the decisions that they've been making, it's been financially like just draining you, and they haven't been very smart or mature, like I said, with the like with what they've been doing. And this is an ongoing thing, so maybe this reading is about you setting up the boundaries with this person and saying, hey, look, like I have been giving, you know, I did give, you said you needed me for this, I gave it to you, you know, you didn't pay me back, or you turned your back on me, you know, with the 3 of Swords, honey. And I can't do it no more. You know, I literally cannot do it for you anymore. So what are you seeing with this card, the Page of Chalices, sis?
The Page of Chalices, to me, it's emotional dependency.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's somebody, a childlike person, somebody who is emotionally immature, somebody who came to you very emotionally mature, who you feel like you wanted to give yourself, which is the Queen of Chalices, the first card. So, you know, you felt like you were more emotionally mature than them. They might be younger than you.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, yeah, this person came to you, you know, as like a child, kind of in a childlike way, and you felt like you could take care of them. You felt like you could be there for them. You felt like you could nurture them and be that mom, be that wife, be that or father or husband, and help them grow, and you know, be there for them, take care of them, give them a place to live, give them money, help to establish them. And this person is they don't care. I feel like they don't care. It's like they're abusing you. They can do whatever the hell they want to you. They can talk to you any kind of way, disrespect you, step on you, and you just want to continue giving them love. You feel like,
Mm.
oh, you know, like if you know best, or that you know, you can break the barrier. Like they've been hurt, or you know, they don't come from a good home, or
Yeah, here we go with
something where
these
you,
narcissistic
yeah.
relationships. Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
picking up with this, a narcissistic relationship. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing with this card.
Wow. Very good. Moving on to the next card, which is the Two of Wands reversed. Okay, so our first reversal in this reading. So the Two of Wands upright, this talks about movement. This talks about actually having goals and aspirations and plans, having potential to really charter the world. So in reverse, this is saying, yeah, this person does not have that. They've been selling you a dream. If they, whatever dream they've been selling you about, oh, that they want to do this, they want to do that, they wanted to open up this, they want to start that. They are lying to you. Basically, they are just kind of, because you've invested this coin into them, or you've given them the resources to start this, and they haven't moved anything with it. And I think it's come to your attention finally, like you're starting to catch on to, you know, the steps, like you're starting to catch on to like the game that's being ran, and yet you're still making up excuses in your mind. I feel like because the evidence is clear. It seems like, with the wands, this talks about action, this talks about movement, this talks about, putting, are you gonna put your foot down when it's time to put the foot down? And it seems like this person has not, they have not followed through with what they have promised. And it shows, you're like over here like, okay, well, girl, like I gave you this money. What's tea? What's tea? So what are you seeing with this card, Reina?
What is the card?
The two of wands reverse.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is probably you have put off the things that you want to do in life.
Mm.
I feel like this card may symbolize like, yeah, you had goals, you had aspirations, and now they're delayed. I feel like this person is probably taking your energy, taking your money. So you're not really focused on what you want to do. You're not focused on your goals and the things that you want to conquer in this world. Yeah, like that's in the back burner because you're over here giving everything to this person. You're over here taking care of them. You're over here giving them money. You're over here dealing with their emotional immaturity, and them cussing you out and them treating you like shit. So it's like
Oh,
your
wow.
own things that you want to do in life, you're not even focused on that no more. You don't have time for that. You don't even think about that shit no more because you're focused on this person and what they're going through and helping them and their drama. So it's like, yeah, what you want to do, it's not even like on the table anymore, So yeah, you
Mm.
gotta put the focus back on yourself and let this person go. I mean, it's hard, it is hard when you want to love them, when you want to nurture and heal, but it's like, at what expense is it gonna cost? Like your future, what you want to do in life is
The
gonna,
time you have left,
right. So yeah, that's not cute.
fuck that.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. So moving right along, and it's so funny that you started off with that direction, sis, because the next card, which is the future influences, is the Emperor card. Okay. So this really talks about you, like, and this card is right under the Queen of Chalices. So sis, right now, or bro, right now, this
Mm-hmm.
card is saying you got to put the pants back on in your life. You got to get behind the driver's wheel and hit the gas. Like nobody else is gonna do it for you. And you have to stop seeking emotional code. You gotta stop entering these type of relationships. At what point do you want to break this cycle? At what point? At how many times do you have to go through this before you get bitch like me? I only need one time, and not even sometimes I don't even have to go through it. I'll watch somebody else go through it and know better. You know what I'm saying? But some people, it's like they just really want to be head first, headstrong in love. And I mean, yes, girl, a lot of times people have situations where it's been years you've invested into this person, years you've been with this person, years you've been doing this and used to this. But at some point, this person has like gotten up and left. They have walked away. They have stabbed you in the back. The Three of Swords is like the heart suspended in the air with a rainy storm around it. And Three Swords jab, not one, not two, girl, three. So they must have shaded you more than once. They
Mm-hmm.
must have shown you more than once that your feelings, your whatever, oh, the time we had and the memories, bitch, in the ice cream truck with the kids, that doesn't mean nothing to them. They are over here doing something completely different, making off with the investment and the resources that you have given them.
Mm,
And
mm-hmm.
you're over here still making excuses for yourself. It's like you have to be the emperor in this situation. It's time to grow
Yeah.
up and wise up out of this predicament. It's not
Absolutely.
Disney, sweetie, it's
Mm,
not fanciful and roses and sweet and oh my god, my soulmate, like
mm,
it's real predators out here. It's real like game being ran, and you have to be hip to the game. I also feel like, what's interesting, sis? I
mm-hmm.
also feel like this is talking about like paying these root workers because we got a letter. We get
Mm,
letters from you girls, you know what I'm saying? We got a letter from someone talking about how they went in and spent like X amount of dollars, and to have a root worker come back and tell them, oh, they didn't do it, or the spell's going to be unsuccessful, and they're going to need more money. It's like I wish you could see the hand movement that I'm doing. It's like this little hand thing that we do. It's kind
mm-hmm.
of like, what? Like, what? What are you talking about? At what point will the tall tale signs really click in your head to say, okay, I don't need this. I don't need to deal with this person anymore, because this decision ultimately lies with you. And that's what the Emperor card represents. And it talks about decision. It talks about action. It talks about sticking to the game plan. It talks about standing up for yourself, assertion, dominance in your own life, and taking control of your own life. Stop wanting to be just like, I feel some people even enjoy that abuse. Like
Mm-hmm.
it makes them feel valued and wanted, and it compensates for the soul fragmentation and the soul trauma that they're already experiencing. And so you have to learn to like make it through
Yeah.
that. So what are you seeing, sis, with this card?
With this Emperor card, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I feel like, yeah, it can symbolize that, but I also feel like it could also symbolize, that you get off on this control. I feel like this person cusses you, I know that shit, but you like the fact that you have an upper hand. I feel like you like the fact that you, in a way, dominate this person. Yeah, they can be a narcissist, but they're probably like a broke narcissist or a narcissist who,
Go in,
um,
sis.
like a younger narcissist or whatever, where you're like older and you're more established, you probably got more money than them, it's your place or whatever. So in a way, you're calling the shots, even though they end up cussing you out, and it's like a power dynamic here where they have control over you, because maybe you like their sex, and and you have control over them because you're the one that's in charge of the money, you're the one that's giving them the money, you're the one that's providing maybe drugs for them, or a place to stay, whatever it is. But I feel like with the goal of destiny kind of giving that money still going to be given, and now this Emperor card, I kind of feel like
It's an
in a
older
way,
person.
I feel like it may be an older person. I'm not saying like an older person, like, like old, but, it could be somebody in their 20s dealing with a 35-year-old, that's older.
Mm.
Um,
And the girls
so,
have come to us with that, queen.
girl.
So,
So I feel like with this Emperor card, I feel like it is like a power dynamic here where you feel like you're the one in control, but they're controlling your emotions too, because you get hurt, your feelings get hurt when they cuss you out, when they disrespect you, when they don't want to come over, when they're like, oh, fuck your money, I don't want to deal with you, and all of this shit. But then, 2 weeks later, they hit you up talking about, oh, what's up, and all of this shit. And there you are, right again, um, dealing with their shit. So that's what I'm saying with this Emperor card. I feel like it's a power dynamic here.
go in, sis, and let it have.
Mm-hmm.
So, the next card is about the questionnaire. And this is the Six of Swords. Okay. So, you have the
Mm-hmm.
three above this one. So, the Three of Swords, and you have the Six of Swords. So, the Six of Swords talks about really needing an escape route, because it seems like things have gotten a little lethal around this house.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there have been hands being laid, because the Six of Swords talks about like having to leave because shit has just gotten that bad. Like just needing to get away, like needing that space. Like it's so toxic, whatever this situation is. It's just so toxic, girl, that it's like, damn, you need an intervention, mama. You know, you need an intervention. You need the Reina T's cleansing sister.
Yes.
You need the Reina T's detachment cleansing kit, girl, where we go in and we charge and we pray and we get to work in these herbs, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Working these earth minerals, sweetie. Giving you girls the soaps, the cleansing African Ghana soaps, girl.
Okay. Mm.
Because sooner or later, like, I don't know, it seems like either you're gonna spiral out of, like, this thing is gonna spiral out of control, or you're gonna have to have someone come get you. And you don't want it to be the law. That's
Mm-hmm.
you don't want it to be the law. So that's what I'm seeing. What are you seeing with the Six of
Well, Six of
Swords?
Swords, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
this is about moving on. This is about moving on from negative situation. It's about just letting go, putting negativity behind you. So I feel like this is what you have to do. You have to move forward from this. You have to let go of this person. You gotta just, you know, with your tail between your legs, just yeah, leave it. You probably don't want to, you're avoiding it, but for your best interest, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like you're gonna have to move on because this person, they're just you. I mean, you're using each other, I feel, but I feel like you're the one facing the brunt of the verbal or physical abuse. Like, you might use them for their body, or you might use them because they're younger, more stupid than you, and you might, kind of feel like you're superior than them. So may what is that word called? You may pay. It's not patronize. It's yeah, like you just might, in a
Look at
way,
them
you
condescendingly.
yeah, yeah, like might look at them condescendingly. You might just kind of feel like you're better than them, and you might tell them that when you guys are arguing, like, oh, like, you ain't shit, you're broke, like, I've done this and this and this for you. Like, if it wasn't for me, you would be in the streets. If it wasn't for me, who else gives you money like this? All of this shit. You probably tell them all of that. And they're probably like, well, I'm gonna go get another bitch, or I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go on motherfucking, I'm gonna go on Tinder. I'm gonna go on fucking Grinder and get somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So it's like y'all be doing that shit. Y'all be going back and forth and all of this. So I feel like, yeah, you're gonna have to move on. I feel like you're gonna have to let it go and
But you're
just
not, but you're not, but you're
yeah.
not, because the next card is the Seven of Swords, honey. So the Seven of
Mm-mm.
Swords, the Seven of, so you got the six and then you got the seven. So the environmental factors is saying that I think other people in your life may know that you're going through this. Like there might have been friends and family that have also come to you like, look, sis, like no with this partner, honey. No, stop. When he calls you after 2 weeks of going ghost, do not pick up the phone. Don't. But and you tell them, yeah, 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 I'm not gonna do it. Like I'm done with him. Fuck him. This is the last time. You make your little Facebook post and your little Instagram post. Like, I deserve so much better. Like I'm gonna be doing great now, living my best life. And then lo and behold, when they text you, you're looking right there at the message. I'm gonna text them back, but I'm gonna wait a little bit. Okay, text them back, or I'm gonna call them back, but I'm gonna wait a little bit. Call them back. What do you want? Why are you calling me? Knowing that that's just opening the door. So it's like with the Seven of Swords, this is about keeping information. This is about like doing underhanded, sneaky
Yeah.
behavior. It's just like you pulling the wool over everyone's eyes but yourself, because it's like at the end of the day you can say what you want, but are you walking that walk? Are you still going to go sneak off and deal with this person even though you've made a commitment to other people and yourself that you're not? what happened? You know what I'm saying? What had happened, girl? That what's going on? Because this person's still here. This person's still in the picture. So that is what I'm seeing with the Seven of Swords. What about you?
I feel like with the Seven of Swords, it's saying that you're not fooling anybody but yourself.
Mm.
You may think that everybody thinks you're so fucking smart that but it's like, no, girl, you're a dumb bitch, okay? Because you're dealing with this motherfucker. You're a weak bitch, and you are being like purposefully ignorant. You're purposefully looking the other way. You're purposefully letting this motherfucker. You know what the fuck this motherfucker is about. You know like that they ain't shit, but you continue to let them fool you, and the only fool here is the you. Okay, so it's like, girl, you think you're doing something smart. You think that you're getting away with it. You think that nobody knows. Like, girl, everybody knows. The girls are talking about you.
Mm.
He's talking about you to his friends how stupid you are for the dick. You know what I'm saying? How you giving him like maybe hundreds, thousands of dollars. And he's like, man, I don't even like this bitch like that. You know what I'm saying? To his friends. Okay? Or it could be, relatives or whoever. They are manipulating you. You're letting them manipulate you. You're not nobody's fooling nobody here. You guys are just like in this cycle. You guys are feeding into each other, okay? And you want to play stupid. You want to play like you don't know. You want to play like oh, I'm not being used, or I'm very aware of what's happening. Well,
Or
girl,
I'm gonna get back into this and I'm gonna have the upper hand this time.
yeah, and it's like, no, you're not. You're not, girl, because you're losing. You are losing, honey.
Mm.
Because that motherfucker has nothing to lose. The one that's losing here is you.
Wow.
So, yes, girl. So, what's the next card?
The next card is the King of Pentacles. Okay. So what are you
Mm.
seeing with the King of Pentacles, sis?
So, that's the inner emotion.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, with the King of Pentacles, I see with the inner emotions. I mean, I feel like with this card, you probably do have things that you want to accomplish. I feel like maybe you do want to save money, but you're helpless. You're weak. I feel like you're weak. I feel like you might have a decent job where you can afford to give this motherfucker an allowance. You can afford to take care of them and, feed them. Uh, Whenever they need money, you give it to them. So I kind of feel like with this card, you're listening to this reading right now, if it resonates with you. So it's like, I feel like with this card, you do have desires that you want. I feel like you do have, because you had the upside down two of wands. So it's like, I mean, you do have, or you did have desires. I feel like a part of you I mean, you know what's going on. You know that this isn't healthy, that, you're over here just sidetracking your goals, sidetracking, giving away money to people or to a person who does not serve you in the right way, who doesn't love you. So I feel like with this King of Pentacles as the inner emotion, I feel like, bitch, leave this motherfucker, save your money. Like, you have potential to start a business, to finish your goals, okay, to get a place, get a better job. You're over here distracted with this person when you have the potential to do so much more with yourself. So that's what I'm seeing with the inner emotion.
I see that too. I feel like this person, I feel like with the King of Pentacles, it could also be saying like maybe there's a tendency to think that your money can compensate for this person's love, you know? 'Cause I feel like this
Mm,
king energy, he is about giving to his people, you know, like his kingdom is founded upon the resources and having an abundance of resources, so he knows how to distribute them. Maybe you think you got a handle on it, but you don't. You know, this person over here, they are kind of they're outsmarting the situation. They're knowing how to weave their way in and out and go in and out. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
this is like a possibly like a sugar baby and a in a cougar relationship, or like
Mm-hmm.
it feels like something like that. Like you have done this before. Like you kind of have gotten into situations where you're kind of giving people money for their either affection, their intimacy, or their time with you. So it's like this ain't nothing new to you, you know, to be giving the
Mm-hmm.
girls money, to be giving the girls coin, honey. So that's what I'm seeing with this card. And the last card is the Queen of Wands, the final result.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I feel like with the Queen of Wands, I feel like this is saying to you, like, you haven't lost it to where you couldn't really be with someone who's genuinely attracted to you. Like, I think your fear is that, oh, that maybe because you're more mature in either age or persona or attitude, or maybe you just want to be kind of nurturing like that, that you have to deal with younger type of men. I think you kind of cut yourself off to dating someone either your own age or maybe older. You like the younger.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you have it, sis. You know, the Queen of Wands is very attractive. She's very alluring. She's very magnetic. She knows how to, you know, attract people and dress, you know, and charm. Get that body back in shape, you know, get in there and put in the work, you know what I'm saying, to really get out there and be a hit. Cause I mean, with honestly, I'm gonna tell you something. From the beginning to the end of this reading, the Queen of Chalices, she's the girlfriend that like will sit there while her nigga cheating on her and be like okay with it. You know what I'm saying? Like she will be the
Yeah.
type that sits there and kind of like it's an unspoken thing in this house that your man is on Tinder on the couch watching TV while you're in there cooking food for him and possibly the other bitch too. Like that's Queen of Chalices tease. Queen of Wands tease is like she's not having any of that. Okay, like there is a value that she knows how to place upon herself that raises her market, and also to say that when that starts happening, you're already out the door because you know you have those looks, you know you have that charm, you know you're that catch. You have to get into that mind frame. Scarcity versus abundance mindset. Please go check out that video, okay? Because that video really breaks it down for the girls on, you know, getting out of this mindset of being afraid to leave and lose a motherfucker. Because the more you fear losing, the less you'll have. Honestly, it's just that's the way it goes. And it goes the same with people too. The more you show them that you're desperate and you're willing to put up with anything and oh my God, I'll ride or die and all this type of stuff, the more they abuse you. It's just I didn't make the rules, honey. I'm only the messenger girl. So
Oh
what
yeah.
about you, sis? What are you seeing with this Queen of Wands energy?
Definitely. I feel like you said, I mean, you still got it. I feel like you can still get out here and date and attract people. You're attractive, you're smart, you know, you got money. I mean, what are you lacking? What are you lacking? You know what I'm saying? It's like you just have to put yourself out there and
Mm-hmm.
know that you are worthy of finding somebody who's on your level, somebody who can meet you halfway, where it's not you that's just giving and giving to somebody who doesn't give a fuck about you, you know? So with this Queen of Wands, yeah, it's like get out there, start dating, start dealing with people who are on your level. You know, you have it. You have all the things that you need to be successful. You just have to believe in yourself and know that you are beautiful, that you're handsome, that you are worthy of meeting people who are interested in you and not your money, who want to get to know you and appreciate you, that you know you can be the life of the party, you can attract people. It's just putting yourself out there. You have it. And I feel like with this final result, maybe after hearing this reading, you're gonna realize like, you know what, they're right. Reina Teeth is right. I mean, get out here and go out, go on, go to a bar, go have brunch. I mean, you can go by yourself, and just sit and watch people. And you never know, a guy may just come up to you, or he may, you just don't know. Just put yourself out there and do something different. The universe will pay attention to that, and it will start aligning you with situations that will bring people your way. You just have to put yourself out there and do it.
That's right. And this card also is about putting yourself out there. It is about action and presence and
Mm-hmm.
being noticed and being seen. So you can't from work to home, sweetheart. You're going to have to
Okay.
change up the routine. You're going to have to change up the dress code. You're going to have to
Mm-hmm.
really put in the time and the education. What's trending out here. What's the local spot for men of quality. And please
Right.
stop dating these young men, sweetie, because honestly, look, I'm gonna just break this down right now. Just hopefully we don't go in too long. But honestly, I don't really see a benefit of it. I don't understand why you, as a woman, would date a younger partner, because they still have a lot more growing to do, which is far contrast to where you are now. If you just want to pay, you have your little sugar baby that, just give you early young pipe and take you back to your thoughty days, honey, your younger thoughty days, that's fine. Do that and be proud of it. But don't be over here falling in love and acting like, oh, like it could be something else when this person told you from the jump what it was. So, if you have this arrangement with this person that, oh, they're just going to be your little candy thing, then you can't be getting upset that they're dating other people. You can't,
Mm-hmm.
if they made no commitment to you to say, oh, like you're my partner, you're my boyfriend, girlfriend, like if y'all ain't had that conversation, they do not belong to you. Okay?
Okay.
They do not belong to you. And that's another thing, you got to get out your feelings. If you're going to be in this and agree to an arrangement, you have to stick to the arrangement unless both of you
Mm-hmm.
mutually agree to take that next step.
Right.
Okay? So, yeah, don't act like you didn't know. Don't act
Mm,
like you did not know, sweetie. Get on out, get your butt on out here, girl. Get your little nice little outfit, honey, and start talking to men your age. Okay, and play
yeah.
your age, darling, because they will be able to give to you instead of you giving to them. You know.
Mm,
So that's what I'm seeing with this reading. Thank you,
absolutely.
girls, for tuning in. Hopefully, you enjoyed this. If you feel like this reading is resonating with you and you want more clarity, and you guys can
Mm-hmm.
definitely hit us up for a reading. We will leave our Big Cartel shop information down in the description box below. Honey, check us out. And don't forget to check out other videos on this channel. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.